Oh, here's the stand. Found it. Look at that.
Do you do strength to strength twice?
Yeah.
How was it the second time?
Yeah, it was good. We had 3 people. Kim and Marianne couldn't make it, but hopefully today we have 5. Hoping. No, it was good.
Classes are free.
Yeah, until September. All right, let me go. There, people should be joining. I'm gonna go finish up with Deshaun here.
All good.
All right. All righty here. Switch to gallery view. We got Sally connecting to audio. We got Kim. Take my glasses off while Chris is back. Hey, Chris. All right, here we go. What's up, Chris?
Hi.
Nice to see you. What's up, Don?
Yo.
All right, everybody. We're going to get started here shortly. We'll see if anybody else is connecting. Oh, hi, Kim. All right. Julia's writing our workout out for us.
I was sweating. It was yoga.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, there's a little fan somewhere here.
No, it was fine. It was just kind of cracking me up. I'm like, come on, please. I'm doing like nothing, right?
All right, let's see. Let's make sure our iPad's at a reasonable charge here. Oh, 84%. Good. Nice. All right, guys. We can get started with some, let's do some light stretching first, actually. Let's start with some light stretching before we do our knee circles and whatnot. So let's do a trunk side-to-side stretch, okay? So we're going to do our best to bring both our arms up above us. All right, oh, we got, oh, Marianne's connecting. All right, perfect. So let's do a side bend to our left. If you can't get your arm up there, that's okay. We can leave one arm up and we can bend as best we can to one side. Good. And you can even tilt up, look past your bicep, give your neck a little stretch. Good. Let's shift it over the other side as best we can. Good. And again, we can look past that bicep. Good. And back to center. Nice job. Let's do a quick little torso twist here. All right. Throwing our elbows side to side. Give us a good little crack in our back, maybe. Ugh. Good. All right. Now we're going to extend our legs. Okay. So let's extend our right leg first. Let's get our right leg straight in front of us, and we're going to stretch out that hamstring. All right. So let's reach for our knee, then reach past that down to our mid shin if we got it. Maybe you can get all the way down to your ankle. I'm gonna mute everybody just to make sure there's no
What I want.
cross. There we go. Perfect. All right. Keep stretching that hamstring out. Good. Leg nice and straight. Reaching down for those toes. Good. Now let's give a bend to that knee. All right. Or there's two options for this one. So if you can reach your toes, go ahead and pull up on them. Bring them towards your knee. Or hop your leg up onto your other leg. And while you have it there, pull those toes up, all right? So we got two options. If you can reach your toes all the way down at the ground and pull up on them, that's great. If you have to hop it on your other leg and pull up on them, that works too, okay? If you got a brace on, sometimes the brace kind of gets in the way, but that's okay. Nice job. All right, a couple more seconds here. Good, let's switch legs now. Let's go for that left leg. We're gonna extend it straight in front of us, nice and flat. And again, reach for that knee first. Maybe you can go past that knee down to the mid shin. I'm a little tight today. I'm gonna stop at my mid shin, but keep going if you can. Try and get to that ankle, maybe those toes, but keep that leg as straight as possible. Excellent job. Couple more seconds here. All right, now we're gonna get our calf again. So again, if you can reach your toes, just pull up on them, bring them towards your knee. Or hop that leg up onto your other leg like so and pull them up from there. Nice job. A couple more seconds of this one here before we open up those hips. All right, excellent. So let's take our right leg, everybody, and let's do our best to hop it up on the other one. We're gonna cross over like so. Once you get it there, best of your ability, pull it into your chest, okay? Some of us are probably gonna leave it just crossed over. Some of us might be able to get it in towards our chest a little bit better. All right, figure out what works well for you. Good, feel that side hip on your side here stretching out. And your glute a little bit. Couple more seconds. Good, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit nice and tall like this. And we're gonna apply some pressure on our knees. So we're starting to flatten out our legs a little bit here. So I'm sitting nice and tall and I'm starting to apply a little pressure. I'm gonna open up the front of my hip here. All right, so some of us may not be able to be as flexible as that. So you will probably be a little bit lower, but that's okay. I have my leg way up on, or my right leg way up on my left knee. That's great. But if that's a little bit too much of a stretch, you can have it a little bit lower. But let's open up the front of our hip here. Couple more seconds. All right, nice job. Let's switch legs. So we're gonna hop the other one over here and do our best to pull it on in. There we go. Can you do me just a favor, Jules, will you grab my water off my desk?
Yeah.
I'm talking so much, and then just put that fan on. Thank you. Nice job, everybody. Nice and tight to our chest, good. Feel that glute really open up on our side here and behind us. Couple more seconds. And we're gonna flatten that one out like we did on the other leg. Here, we're gonna sit nice and tall. All right, and again, you can apply a little pressure on your knee if you want to intensify the stretch a little bit. There you go, Chris. I see you pulling up your leg up there. That's perfect. Nice job. Open up that front hip now. And if you want to intensify the stretch even more, you can start to lean forward, but only if you got it. Don't hurt yourself. Just feel that nice, good stretch. Nice job. All right. All set with stretching. We're going to head into our warm-up now, all right? So let's get our knee circles going first, all right? So that just means we're rotating our whole leg, all right? Let's rotate our right leg first. Let's go in a clockwise direction here. Good. And go counterclockwise now. Let's go the other way around. Swivel those hips open. Good, now let's freeze our leg. You can have it rest on the ground now. Let's do some ankle circles, or you can bring it up and hop it on the other one and do some manual ankle circles with your hand, all right? So that's up to you. You can leave it on the ground and do some ankle circles, or you can bring it up here and do some ankle circles, but let's go clockwise first here. I'm gonna leave mine on the ground this time. Drawing a big circle with my toe, my big toe. Nose is itchy. Good, let's go counterclockwise now. Let's go the opposite direction here. Again, if you got a brace on, it might be a little difficult, obviously. Couple more rotations. Good, let's shift to that left leg now. Let's do clockwise, big leg circles, swiveling our hips, opening up our hips, drawing big circles with our left leg now. Clockwise. Good, and counterclockwise. Let's go the other way around now. Big circles, nice job. And freeze. That's either two options again. You can leave it on the ground and do some ankle circles just like this, or you can bring it up top here and have your hand help you out. All right, let's do our left foot and let's do clockwise first here. I'll bring it up on top of my leg this time to show you. Good, nice big circles. And let's go the other way around now. Let's go counterclockwise. Nice job, couple more. All right. All right, guys, time for 2 minutes of marching, all right? So we'll let Julia slide in here. I'll do it seated today. Julia can do it marching, regular marching. All right, guys, so the seated version, let me just show you. If you want to do it seated and you want to help your affected leg, you can use your arms like so, like I'm doing. I'm going to pretend that my right leg's my affected leg here, and I'm going to use my hands to help me march, okay? So I'm going to march with my good leg, and we're using my hands and my leg to help pick it up, all right? So 2 options. Let's get 2 minutes. Let me get my timer here. 2 minutes of marching starts now, all right? Let's get 2 minutes. So the goal here, guys, for our warm-up is to try to get our heart going a little bit, all right? Remember, with the RPE scale, I'll talk as we're going, as we're marching with the RPE scale, okay? You want to make sure that you're working within 13 to 16, okay? So that's somewhat hard to hard, all right? Somewhat hard to hard. Nice job. Good, yeah. Like Julia's doing that nice big arm swing too. Don't be afraid to get those arms going too. Just because it's marching doesn't mean we can't get our arms going at the same time. Nice job. That's already a minute. Keep it up. Halfway through, feel those hearts working. Nice pace, find a good pace, everybody. 30 more seconds. Nice job, everybody. Looks really good. Get those knees nice and high. 15, almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right, now that we got our warm-up in, we're going to move into strengthening. I'll give us a little break here. Now that I have my paper, let me go into my disclaimer and some of my recommendations. So just a reminder, guys, using some light weights, resistant bands, soup cans, etc. That stuff's encouraged, okay? So if you need a little extra resistance, feel free to do that stuff. Use your effective side best to your ability. Remember, like I just mentioned, we use the RPE scale. I think I sent that out to everybody. If you have a copy of it with you. Remember, you want to work from 13 to 16. We recommend, if you have a little stepping surface, I recommend a yoga block that works really well. All right, you want at least like 6-inch step, something like that. All right. Having a table and a towel handy is important too. Again, I have Julia to help demonstrate things when we don't have the tools with us, but that's okay. So if you have one, that's great. If you don't, that works too. Okay, and then having another person in the room to help supervise is strongly recommended. Disclaimer, always consult a physician before beginning any new exercise program. Stop immediately if you become dizzy or lightheaded. Use the RPE scale to determine your effort level and assess how you're feeling. You agree that you're participating at your own risk in an unsupervised at-home environment. The recovery project cannot be held liable for any accident or injury incurred by participating in this at-home program. All right, and then let's go into our main workout now. Let's do our strength portion. We're going to do our sit to stands first. So let's go over proper technique of a good sit to stand. All right, so I'm going to do a side profile so you guys can see my good posture. All right, so when we stand, the first thing you want to do is set your feet up correctly. You want to get a good base below you. All right, so you don't want it too wide. You don't want it too narrow, about shoulder width apart. Then the second part of standing is we lean forward. After we get that good base, we lean forward. And Megan told me to remind you guys, a good trick is to throw your arms forward if you need that extra oomph, the extra momentum to help you get up. Pretend that you're pushing somebody in front of you, okay? So a good sit to stand, we want to have that powerful stance. We're going to keep our chest and our chin nice and high. So we're going to throw those arms. We're going to keep our chest and chin nice and high and use our big, powerful leg muscles to push us up, all right? So let's get started. We're going to do 2 minutes of sit to stands, all right? So find your pace. Go at a nice, reasonable level, all right? 13 to 16 on the RPE scale. Let's get started. 2 minutes. Starts now. Let's get some good sit to stands, everybody. Push to that ground. Good. Those heels right into the ground. Nice job. Good posture. Chest and chin high. If your therapist taught you to reach back before you sit down, of course, practice that. No problem. "30 seconds in already." Use that forward momentum to help you up if you're having trouble. Throw those arms. Good. Looks good, everybody. I like everyone's technique here. That's 1 minute, halfway through. There we go. Nice, nice job, Marianne. I saw you throw your arms that time. There you go. 30 seconds left, everybody. Nice job. There you go, Sally. Way to work hard. Final 15, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right, now we're going to bring up the table here. We're going to do some wrist exercises. If you don't have a table, that's okay. Julia, I can show you. You can bring your chair if you want to. Sit right next to me. All right, guys. So if you do have, we're going to do some wrist exercises today. All right. So if you do have a towel and you do have a table with you, all right, let's fold that towel up, or roll it up rather, to make it kind of like a thick cylinder here. All right, just a bundle. All right, if you don't have one, that's okay too. Julia's going to show you without one. I just have mine because it's I'm going to drape my wrist over it, and I'm going to do some curls and stuff like that. So if you don't have it, you can just bring your hands together. I don't know if you can see that very well, but you're going to bring your hands together, and you're going to use your good arm to help your affected arm, okay? So Julia's going to show you that version. I'm going to show you it with a table and a towel, okay? All right, so I'm going to bring my hands together, and I'm going to have my affected side down. My affected wrist is on the towel, or it is facing down, okay? And I'm going to do some wrist curls, all right? So if I need to have my good hand, my left hand in this case, help my right hand curl up, that's what I'm going to do, all right? But if you don't need your hand and you can do a wrist curl on your own, just do a wrist curl on your own, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm bending my wrist this way. Everyone see that side profile there? So Julia has it without anything helping her. I'm going to do it with just one hand, and I'm going to bring my wrist up. Julia has her good hand helping her that hand. Nice job. We're just curling it up. I can see you go, Marianne. Nice job. There we go. Get some good wrist curls in. Only going to do about 30 seconds of wrist curls. And then we're going to mix in some other movements here. Good. Get a couple more in, 10 more seconds here. Good. All right, let's go to the next one here. So now I'm going to rotate my wrist. So instead of having it flat, I'm going to rotate it this way now, like I'm giving a thumbs up. All right, just like I'm giving a thumbs up. All right, again, if you need your affected hand or your unaffected hand to help your affected side, go ahead and clasp your hands together. And now we're rotating our wrists. We're not really rotating. We're just giving a thumbs up. All right, so we're pointing our thumb down, and then we're pointing our thumb up. Pointing our thumb down, pointing our thumb up. All right, so Julia's got her two hands together. I'm just going to use my one hand again. I have a towel and a table here, and I'm going to point it up, give a thumbs up, and then I'm going to point it down. Nice job. Again, if you need your affected side to help, we're doing our best to rotate our wrist this way. Yeah, kind of like we're doing a karate chop. There you go. It's a small little movement, but it's an important one to to make sure that your wrist is moving in proper range of motion. All right. Good. Thumbs up, point down. Thumbs up, point straight ahead of you. Really, it's not really down. It's thumbs up and then straight ahead. Thumbs up, straight ahead. Nice job. Good. Couple more. Good. All right, guys. Now we're going to do one more, okay? Let me think about this one. So we're going to do some clasping, all right? Some clasping here. So just bringing our fingertips together. Good. So if you have a towel, all right, I'm going to scrunch this towel up, and then I'm going to let it go back flat. So you might need to have your good hand help you flatten the towel back out if you have one, all right? So we're going to scrunch up, and then we're going to flatten it back out. If you don't have anything, Julia will show you. It's just opening one hand and clasping it. All right? So like we're grasping something and then opening it up. So she's just going to have, she can have her other hand supporting her, I guess, if she needs it. But she's just going to open her hand and close her hand. All right? So you're going to do your best of your ability to do that. 30 seconds of this clasping. And go. Good, there you go, nice job. Feel those forearm muscles working. These are important muscles to make sure that, like I just said with the wrist, keeping that range of motion going. Having that grip strength is really important. That's what these muscles are for. Good, give that towel a good squeeze, or your hand just in general a good squeeze. Good, try to fit a few more in here. All right, nice job. Now we're gonna move into towel slides. We're done with our wrist and our forearm. Now we're gonna move into a little bit of a core and an arm stretch here. Let me take a sip of water. All right. So Julia's gonna do it without a table, but that's okay. Some of you probably don't have one. We're gonna do forward towel slides today, okay? So again, like I just said, this is a good core exercise typically. Because every time that you bring your core off the back of your seat or wherever you're sitting, you're engaging those abdominal muscles, okay? And then the muscles in your back. All right, I'm gonna spread my towel out here. I'm gonna clasp my hands together. And I'm gonna go forward as far as I can. And then I'm gonna pull myself back as far as I can. Forward, back. If you don't have the table, it's gonna be much more of a strength challenge for you, okay? But if you have the table, you can get a little bit of a better stretch going, all right? So let's get 2 minutes here of forward towel slides. Nice job, reaching forward, pulling ourselves back. All right. Very good. Yep, reaching forward, pulling back. Nice job. Go at your own pace. 45 seconds in already. Good technique, everybody. Looks good. Going forward, pulling back. All right. "30 seconds left. Breathe it out. Nice, good breaths at the same time here. "10 seconds. And time. Nice job, everybody. All right, also with towel slides. All right, we're gonna try some power moves now. So power moves are traditionally for Parkinson's, but like we did last week with the power step, they can be very useful for us as well, okay? So let's do some power weight shift. Let me show you. We're basically going to do our best to plant our elbow into one thigh. All right, so I'm leaning over and I'm planting my elbow into my thigh. And then I'm gonna do my best to reach my arm up above my head and look up past my fingertips. Good, and then I'm gonna shift my weight over into my other leg now, do the same thing on the other side. Very good, stretching out everything, looking up past that fingertip. Good, and shift back over to the other side. All right, I think everybody's got it. 2 minutes of this weight shift, okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my right hand down, my left hand up, and shift it over the other side. Find a nice good pace. This is much more of a stretch. Nice job, everybody. But you can go a little bit faster and you can get a pretty good core exercise in too. Getting those obliques. Nice job. Way to reach nice and high, get that stretch in. Good, so make sure you're leaning and you're really putting some weight into your legs. Good. Back and forth, switching sides. Excellent job. We're halfway through, 1 more minute left. Very good. Feel that core working. Good. Elbow to thigh, reach up. Elbow to other thigh, reach up that way. Almost there. 20 seconds. Great shoulder exercise too. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job with that weight shift, everybody. All right, now we're going to move into our last strengthening exercise. We're going to do those heel to toe raises. So I encourage everybody to get up, all right, but you can also do it in a seated version as well, which Julia will show you. Okay, so we're going to get our calf going and our tib anterior going here. So we're going to go up on our tippy toes. I'm going to back up. We're going to go up on our tippy toes, and then we're going to rock back on our heels and pull our toes up, all right? So this one's going to challenge your balance as well, okay? So up on those tippy toes, rock back slowly and bring those toes up, all right? Don't tip back, but just enough to pull those toes up, all right? So if you want, you can have a chair nearby to help you with the balance support here, or something sturdy, okay? So we're going to go up on those tippy toes, then we're going to bring them back and pull those toes up, all right? So you can do it from a chair as well, like Julia is showing. All right, let's get 2 minutes of these heel and toe raises, all right? 2 minutes starts now. All right, up on the tippy toes, rock back on those heels, pull them up. Excellent job, everybody, looks good. Ooh, got some cracking action going on. Good way to break in some new shoes, too. That's pretty close.
Wow.
These are tiny. Nice job, everybody. Up on those tippy toes, back on those heels, pull those toes up. Halfway through, that's 1 minute already. Take your time or go fast. Up to you. Thirty seconds left. Last 15 here, way to work hard. Almost done with strength. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job. Shake them out a little bit, get that blood going. All right, we're gonna take a little break here. So during our break time, we always wanna remember to relax our affected side, all right? So let's take these next 2 minutes here and let's just relax our affected side best we can. We can take in some good breaths. We can stretch it out a little bit, maybe do some wrist turns, maybe do some cross body chops, but let's rest our affected side, okay? Let's take these 2 minutes to just relax before we start balance, all right? As we're relaxing, let me go over the next set of exercises. We're gonna do the slow weight shift. So if you remember that one, we get our wide stance here, and we're gonna shift our weight from side to side, kind of like we're dancing a little bit, side to side, all right? That's a slow weight shift. It can also be done in the chair like Julia's showing, all right? She's shifting her weight from one side to the other, all right? Then we're gonna do some reaching, all right? Reaching is a great core exercise. If you're on your feet, you're really gonna challenge your balance, all right? If you're doing it from the chair, it's pretty much another core exercise for you. It's gonna test your balance too. But reaching, we're just going to mix up reaching all different angles above us, below us, behind us. Practice picking things off the ground. If you're in the chair, same thing, all right? After reaching, we're gonna do our slow turns, all right? Our slow turns, if you remember from last week, we're just turning in a circle pretty slowly and trying to cut down on the diameter of that circle a little bit, all right? So if we're not gonna do it on your feet, that's okay. You can do some torso rotation in the chair, all right? So if you can't do slow turns on your feet, no problem. You're gonna get another core exercise in, doing some slow turns in the chair. Okay, so the last one also, we're gonna do some tandem and Romberg and single leg balance practice, okay? So those are our 3 different stances. Romberg is feet together, or just feet together. Tandem is one foot in front of the other, kind of like tightrope walking, right? And then single leg balance is single leg balance, standing on one leg. So let's get started here. Our 2 minutes are up. All right, so break time's over. Let's get in some slow weight shifts. So again, I encourage you to get on your feet for this one, but it can also be done in the chair, like Julia's going to show you. All right. So slow weight shift. Get that wide stance. Okay. And we're going to shift from one leg to the other. 2 minutes starts now. Shifting one leg to the other. Nice shot. Find your own pace. Feel out that balance. Remember, balance isn't really much about obviously strengthening. It's more about the balance part. So I really want you to test how far you can lean. How far can you lean more than you did last week? More than you did just a few days ago, maybe. Practice your balance out. But obviously, we all have our limits. Let's not be falling down or anything like that. It looks good, everybody. I see everyone's really nice job. Lean in one leg, lean in the other. Good. If it bothers your knees, don't lean as much. That's okay. We're already a minute in. Nice job, everybody. Thirty left, 30 left. There you go, feel it out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All set with slow weight shift. We're going to take a minute off, and then we're going to go into reaching. All right. So reaching, like I just explained a few minutes ago, you're going to either do it seated or standing. If you're doing it in your chair like Julia, it's going to be much more of a core exercise for you. Every time that you leave that kind of center, you're going to be engaging some core muscle. All right. So you're going to be reaching. I really want you to practice maybe picking things off the ground today. Try something different. If you can't quite get to the ground, that's okay. Maybe you can still reach about a foot off the ground. I want you to just practice mixing up all angles above you, behind you, below you, all right? So if you're doing it on your feet like I am, I'm going to get little bit of a wider stance, so I'm nice and sturdy. And same thing, I'm reaching in front of me. I'm cross body reaching. I'm using both of my arms. So I'm gonna reach both behind me. I'm gonna touch the sign, all right? So let's get started here. 5 seconds. We're gonna do 2 minutes of reaching, all right? 3, 2, 1. All right, 2 minutes of reaching. Engage those cores, everybody. There you go, good. Nice job, mixing both arms. All angles, getting a good stretch is a good way to stretch. It's quick, but. 30 in. There we go. Adding in that little squat when you try and pick something off the ground, good. Halfway through, that's 1 minute. Good to try incorporating that grasping what we were doing earlier too, getting those forearms going too. That's a great idea. I see you there, Sally, grasping in the air like that. That's perfect. Keep trying that out. There we go, working out those forearm muscles at the same time. There we go. Good, opening those fingertips, closing them together. 15 seconds. Way to mix in both arms, everybody. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all set with reaching. Feel my core going. All right, next is slow turn. So if you're in the chair like Julia, you can do some torso rotation. And I'll give you another one too. If you want, you can get your feet going too. So you can do some steps like quarter turns. All right, so squeeze in here. All right, also if you want to do this from your chair and you want to kind of do quarter turn steps, that's okay, I'm fine with that too. All right, so you can either do that, some steps like this and kind of swiveling in your chair, or you can do some torso rotation like this, or both. All right, so if you're in your chair, I'll give you those 2 options today. All right, if you're going to do it standing, all right, remember we're just turning in a circle. Okay, and we're trying to get that diameter of that circle to be less and less. All right, so if you're starting really wide, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right, have some balance support nearby. Good. All right, let's get our minutes up. Let's get our 2 minutes here of slow turn. So again, if you're going to do it in your chair, follow Julia. If you're going to be on your feet, follow me. All right, 2 minutes starts now. So again, slow turns. I'm going to pick a direction for a minute. I'm going to walk to the right. There we go. I'm walking to the right. Or you're doing some rotation in the chair. Yep. There you go. Getting those feet going or rotating your upper body. Nice job, everybody. Good slow turns. Don't turn yourself into a dizzy mess now. Take a break if you need to. All right, we're halfway through. I'm going to rotate to the left now. So I'm going to turn the other way. There you go, Sally. Yep, you can rotate in your chair just like that. Perfect. Yep, keep going. Nice job. Everybody else walking in those circles, good? Take your time. Remember, this is about balance. 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everybody. All set with slow turning. All right, now that just leaves some stances, okay? So as we break here and rest, I'm gonna go over the stances again. So feet together, all right? If you wanna make it a little bit harder, you can add in some turns, okay? You can turn over your left and right shoulder. You can close your eyes. You can do some head bobs, yes and no, right? All right, make it a little bit challenging for yourself. All right, so that's feet together. Now we have tandem, okay? Tandem from the side is just one foot in front of the other. All right, so just work on standing still. If you can't quite get it, if you're really wobbly and you're falling out of it, try with your feet a little bit wider first and gradually get them closer and closer together, okay? You got to start somewhere, and for some of us, it might be a little bit wider, and that's okay. All right, and then the last one is just single leg balance. So that's just practicing standing on one leg. Okay, so we're gonna have 5 minutes of balance. All right, and throughout those 5 minutes, you can just switch those however you want. If you want to follow my cadence, I'm gonna do a minute of each. So I'm gonna do a minute in feet together, and do a minute in each tandem, and a minute on each leg in single leg balance. Okay, so if you'd like to follow me, feel free. If not, filter through the stances however you would like. Okay, I encourage you to get on your feet on this one, because it's kind of hard to do not in the chair, all right? Or it's kind of hard to do in the chair, rather. All right, I'm going to start with feet together for a minute. We're going to do 5 minutes, starts now. So I'm going to have my feet together. For me, I have to make it a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to close my eyes, all right? And I might even add in a couple head turns. Might open my eyes up and look to the left and look to the right. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Good. And there's nothing wrong with working on just standing right now, too. Just plain old standing works perfectly fine, all right? Nothing wrong with that. It's important to build up that standing stamina. "15 seconds left of the first minute. All right, the first minute's done. So if you're following me, I'm going to go into a new stance. I'm going to go into tandem with my right leg in front. All right, and again, it's a little bit easy for me, so I'm going to add in some extra challenges here. I'm going to probably close my eyes for a little bit, see how well I can handle that. Nice job, everybody. Looks really good. See, everyone's concentrating hard. There you go. Pace yourself out. Way to go, Sally. Way to get back up. 2 minutes in. Now I'm going to switch my feet. If you're following me, I'm going to put my left foot in front now in tandem. So when you're standing in tandem, a little tip, usually it's best to shift your weight equally between your two legs. Try and still keep it 50-50. Now you might find that loading your back leg might help you a little bit better, but try and find a good combination that works with how much weight you're distributing between the two legs. There we go. Couple more seconds. All right, that's 3 minutes. So I'm shifting to single leg balance. I'm gonna start on my right leg. Again, if you're following me, go ahead. If you're going on your own, keep on trucking. Nice job, almost there, we'll switch. And 3, 2, 1, last minute. Now I'm switching to my other leg for single leg. Almost there, everybody. Then we're gonna cool it down. We're gonna, actually no, we'll do some climbers, I think, before we cool it down, but we'll do one more agility to get those hearts pumping before we go into the diaphragmatic breathing. Maybe we'll do some back marching. 30 seconds left to balance. Way to challenge yourself, everyone. Looks great. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Shake it out a little bit if you need. Let's find those chairs. All right, so we're going to do some climbers. So I'm going to show you the side view of the climber. All right, so you're probably going to need some balance support for this one. All right, so you're probably going to need a chair or holding on to something that's sturdy. Okay, so climbers are basically just doing a lunge. So I have this semi-deep lunge into my right leg, and then I'm going to switch into my left leg. All right, so if I'm holding onto my chair, it looks kind of like this. All right, so I'm lunging into those legs. I'm keeping good posture at the same time, though. I'm not like hunched over like this. I'm nice and tall in my legs, or in my core, I should say. All right, so we're going to do some climbers. All right, so you need something sturdy, and you're just doing a semi-lunge into whatever you're holding on to is. Okay. It also works with the wall, or if you're holding on to a bar. All right, if you're holding on to a bar, go nice and slow, and maybe just practice lifting one leg up behind you. All right, you don't have to really step. You can just practice lifting one leg up, okay? But for the rest of us that can get to that lunge, feel free to lunge pretty deep. All right, keep that good posture at the same time. All righty, there's kind of only one version of this, so I'm going to do the side profile. Julie can stand up and do the front profile, I guess. All right, let's get 2 minutes of climbers, all right? And then we're probably going to cool it down after that. So let's get started here and go. There you go. There we go. Nice job, everybody. Taking my time, switching my feet from front foot to back foot. Lunging into that knee. Nice job. There you go, Sally. "45 seconds in. Good posture, everyone. Keeping those chins up. There you go, Kim. For nothingness. Yeah. We're just saying we're hungry over here. I'm sure you guys are working up a little bit of an appetite too. You guys get to eat right away. 30 seconds left of these climbers. Nice big steps. Leaning into it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Let's find our chairs and we're going to cool it out. Or cool it down, I should say. Tripping over my words today. All right, let's start with our diaphragmatic breathing. Let's take good 10 breaths of that. So let's go over good diaphragmatic breathing again. So what I like to do is I like to place my hands in my stomach. You don't have to do that, but it kind of helps me. I also like to close my eyes, okay? So first we're gonna take in a nice big breath through our nose. Fill up all the way, nice and big. And exhale throughout your mouth, blow it out nice and kind of forcefully. Empty out all the way and repeat. Nice big breath through the nose. Empty out through the mouth. Good job. Let's repeat that about 8 more times. Good, 5 more. One more. Good. Now that we slowed down our heart rate and we're nice and relaxed, let's do some arm drops here. So let's bring our hands together. All right, and we're going to get a nice slow stretch and a little bit of a strengthening exercise here. Now with my hands together, I'm going to bring it down to my left knee. I'm going to go left knee to right shoulder, a big slash across my body. 2, 3, we're going to get 15, 4, 5. One more. Nice job. All right, now we're going to go the other way. So let's go to our right knee to left shoulder and go. Good, almost there. $15. All right. We're going to shake it out a little bit. Get those arms relaxed. All right, let's get our forearms now. So we're going to have our fingertips up towards the ceiling, and we're going to push that palm open now. So we're going to get the bottom part of our forearm. Very good. You can also use your leg if you want a little bit more leverage. There we go. Good. Open up that forearm. Nice job. Ten more seconds. Good, now we're going to do the opposite direction. We're going to point those fingertips down and push on the back of our hand. Just light enough to get a little stretch in here, get the top of our forearm. Looks good, everybody. right, let's switch hands. Left hand now, or other hand up towards the ceiling, fingertips up, open up that palm. Very good. Nice job. All right, last one, everyone. Fingertips down, open up the top of our forearm. All right, and that's all I got for you today. Come say goodbye, get nice and close to everybody. Bye, Sally, bye, Chris, Don, Kim, Marianne, great job today. See you guys on Thursday, all right? Or maybe I'll see you in the clinic before then. Take it easy, everybody.